Julius Malema was talking outside the Concord. I don't know how far it was, but it was outside. Remember that they went to a march, in support of their lawyers that are going to represent them in court, okay, in the Constitutional Court. So he was talking outside the Concord, saying very interesting thing. Hey guys. Anyway, let's just take a listen to what he actually said.
Must be held responsible. Every president must be accountable. We did the same thing with Jacob Zuma. When he spent money on Kandla, we took him to Constitutional Court and they said he must pay back the money. The same thing must happen to Ramaphosa, because we are all the subjects of the Constitution. No one is above the Constitution. So we are here to hold the executive accountable. That's what we do as the opposition party. Our job is to hold the executive accountable, and we're doing that very effectively. There's no opposition party in South Africa today except the EFF. If you go to Parliament, you look at the contributions in Parliament against the executive, it's only the EFF that is making meaningful impact in Parliament, in the Gauteng legislature, in Ekurhuleni, in Tshwane, in City in Westland, and here in Tshwane.
So, when Malema was talking, right, one of the things that I have always, I don't know, guys, but sometimes I don't want to say things and people think that maybe I'm trying to be otherwise, Malema was talking. You can see the first part of his speech. He's talking about them, being against corruption and all of that. We all know that actually EFF, they've been trying to do that all this time. They started with Zuma, attacking, until I guess I can put it and say until they won, and then now it is Ramaphosa. Now they are also doing the same thing, attacking. And well, we will see where are they going to end up with this. To be honest with you guys, this thing of Ramaphosa and Phala Phala, I really don't want to lie to you. That thing is dodgy, guys, okay? I don't know why people are ignoring this thing, why the media is ignoring. Or the media, we all know, guys, that every time if there is a darling, just like what Malema usually says, if there is a darling that they love or person that they want to be in power, they usually don't say anything, They keep quiet, they push other things, but, but with this thing of Phala Phala, guys, for me, I believe that the reason why I think they want to protect Ramaphosa, it is because in the ANC, the other parties, okay, those who are protecting Ramaphosa, they know that if Ramaphosa leaves the ANC, guys, especially those who are in the GNU, especially the other one, the opposite one, I don't want to mention names. I don't think they want Mashatile to take over. I don't think so. I think their trust is on Ramaphosa. That is why immediately when they were in the GNU, they distanced themselves from the Phala Phala thing, because they want, trust me guys, I can tell you, they don't want anybody else but Ramaphosa. If Ramaphosa can decide to say, I am leaving, I'm telling you guys, I don't know if you see what I'm seeing in the ANC. Guys, in the ANC, well, I will give the benefit of the doubt to Mashatile, because at least he's still there. He's the deputy president. But after that, guys, what is going to happen? Who is going to take over there? who is going to take over of the party as a president? Huh? I've asked this question, and you can see that actually the other party in the GNU, the other second party in the GNU, I think they are pushing time, at least maybe, I don't know, maybe until they take over, which I don't know when that is going to happen. Because if they continue being in the GNU like they are now, which I also believe that the GNU after these 5 years, I don't think it will exist. I don't think so. But now, from the point of GNU and from the point of who are in the GNU, between who are in the GNU in terms of the DA and the ANC, other people, they might actually understand why the DA would protect Ramaphosa, because they just want Ramaphosa to be there for now. Because they don't want any person, anybody else, but they want Ramaphosa, and all of that. But anyway, let's continue and listen to what Malema actually said. So the EFF, we all know, guys, they have been pushing it from a long time ago. They have been pushing anywhere there's corruption, they are there. And I know some of you will come back in the comments and say, yeah, but what about BBS, whatever. We all know there's nothing there so far. Okay. And unfortunately, the person that was mentioned in all of these things is no longer there. So it's going to be some shaky things. So let's forget about VBS for now, because I know some of you always come back to that. Every time the EFF speaks about corruption, you always come back and say VBS, But there's nothing on VBS. That's why it's quiet right now concerning them, and all of that. So let's continue and listen to what he said.
Defend the EFF. We don't want to see MKP anywhere. We will meet in Parliament, even in funerals. We don't want them. They're everywhere. They're gazebo. MKP's agenda is to destroy the EFF. Why?
So he says they don't want the MK party anywhere near them. Okay, they will meet in Parliament. In other words, I believe that he means that if there is a march, if there is this, maybe they've got their event, they don't want them anywhere. So they don't want their support in a way. Okay. And then he says that the reason why he doesn't want them is because he's calling them he says, or they are the witches, what, right? Now, the reason why he says that, the reason is, it is because the MK party, they are pushing the agenda of white people, okay, of the whites, okay? Now, when I said to you in my other videos, I told you guys, and some of you, I don't know, but I did tell you guys that it is going to be very difficult, and I mean difficult, for black parties to come together in a right way. That means to come together without any problems. It's going to be very difficult. Okay, let me give you a picture of what I am saying on this thing. You've got the MK party, you've got the EFF, right? Now, I don't think there is any person in the MK party who would allow the EFF to take over, for example, take over leading the Pan-African or Black Party sort of like thing, okay? Or I can use the word team, okay? And there is no one in the EFF who are going to allow any person, whether he's from MK, whether he's from whatever, to actually take over the leading of the black team, or I can say of the Pan-African black team. It's going to be very difficult for that to happen, okay? There are egos, ladies and gentlemen, okay? That is why now, as you can see, I don't know, guys, but I think this thing of MK of members of the EFF going to the MK. I think it didn't do any justice. That means I think it spoiled everything. Malema now is angry, guys. I can tell you. You can even tell he's very angry, and he's calling them Kawalo, what. So he is very angry. He didn't like what happened actually, because he says that they are actually, whatever they I know that the MK party, they did. I don't think maybe they didn't say to themselves that we are going. I don't know, guys. Do you think they sat down and said, okay, we are going to call all their members to come to our party to destroy the EFF? Or maybe because people liked the MK party, and then they decided to join. And then when they joined, obviously, automatically, the EFF is getting hit, okay? Because it's the party that is getting actually hit the most, because they took some very important people from their party, okay? As I said before, I don't want the EFF to die, and I don't wish to see that, okay? Now there is this animosity now between them. That is why I was talking and said, when it comes to them coming together as black guys, it's going to be difficult. To be honest with you, I don't see it happening. They can maybe come together in certain things, in some of the things, but I don't think they will come together, as in it won't happen. I don't think so. Let's continue though.
They are pursuing a white agenda because the EFF is the only organization that is opposed to white supremacy. Anyone who destroys the EFF protects the interests of white people.
Oh, now I understand. Okay, the reason why he says the MK party is actually protecting or is pushing the agenda of the white people, it is because the MK party is opposing. I don't know. Are they opposing anything that they are doing? Okay, any party then that attacks the EFF, it means they are attacking their agenda, which is to be against the white monopoly, right? So if you attack them, it's like you are stopping them from doing what they want to do, which is to be against the white monopoly capital. Okay, so now I understand why he says that they are protecting because of what they are doing. Because the thing is, the EFF, perhaps whatever that they were building it to be the machine, against the white monopoly, or against the white supremacy, against the white authority or domination in that way. Okay, now if you are a part, whether you are black, you are green, you are blue, you attack them. Okay, it's like you are disturbing, right, whatever that they are trying to do, which is to push back against the white monopoly. You see the point? So I think I understand him now when he explains it like that, which I think, politics is politics, man. People, they can do what they want to do. People, they can do things, man, just to be on top. What happened, what is happening between MK party and the EFF guys, I don't want to lie, I don't like it. I don't even want to lie, I don't like it.
And we must never allow that. So fighters, when we are here today, we are very clear. We are fighting ANC corruption. We are fighting Ramaphosa corruption. That is what the founding manifesto of the EFF demand of us. When the EFF was formed, the claim was, you must fight corruption. So everywhere where corruption shows its ugly head, we must confront it, we must nip it on the bud, we must defeat it. White people today don't speak about Phala Phala. This media did not make Phala Phala case a headline on Sunday papers, because a corruption that is done by their favorite is not corruption. It's corruption when it is done by others. The media of South Africa must be transparent, must report corruption even when it is done
when it comes
by their
to
favorites.
reporting the media guys. Now I think now it's clear. I think we all accepted that the media, certain media houses, we're clear that whatever they are pushing, it's very clear now. Okay, now we see what is going on. Okay, now this thing of Phala Phala, it was not trending. It was not trending, and they were not talking about it. But when the Ndlozi thing came out, it was all over the place and everything like that. But when it comes to Phala Phala, it's very quiet. Okay, and remember, guys, I know some of you might want to blame also the YouTubers, people who are making YouTube and podcast. Okay, every story, and I'm saying this, every story that you find trending, in most cases you will find it comes from the main medias. That means newspapers, TV, or anything like that. Okay, and also in these media houses, some of them they take from other, especially newspapers. You see a billboard, or you see a what that says Glozy this, and then people take that and then they make a video on that. Now I'm talking based on the YouTubers. That is why I always say, guys, don't think that YouTubers they go and look for stories. They don't. They take what is trending and then they actually to talk about it. But the media that is actually on TV, which unfortunately when you go home, emakaya and stuff like that, you will find that people who are watching TV are watching SAPC. Some of them are watching newsroom, if maybe they know newsroom, whatever, because even also it's only on the DSTV thing. When they watch the SAPC, when they watch maybe ENCA, and all of that, right? Whatever they get fed, it is what they get fed. They don't get the second maybe opinion or second views on whatever that actually is spoken about. Okay, unless maybe in that township, they've got Wi-Fi, people can access YouTube, they can access TikTok. But at the end of the day, the media, for me, I've accepted, and then I've just closed it in my mind to say, at the media, they choose what to push. They choose the things that they push. If this thing is going to jeopardize their reputation in terms of who is ruling, usually they don't push that story. We've seen it right now. So I don't think anybody can dispute that. We've seen it. It's out there. Okay? Anyway.
There's no way a person can violate his oath of office and still stay in that office unchallenged. We are challenging Ramaphosa. We said Phala Phala will never die, and we are the ones who are going to keep it alive until the people of South Africa receive justice as to what was the president doing with the dollars under the sofas. When the people of Deep Slot don't have food to eat, a person is sleeping on top of dollars. We must stop that corruption, because if we don't stop the president, it starts to be rotten from the head. Once the head is rotten, the whole of South Africa will be rotten. Today, you say police take bribes. Well, police are at the lowest level. It gets rotten from the head. We must fix the head. The police will come to order. The teachers will come to order. The nurses will come to order, because they know there is order on the head of the state.
Listen, when it comes to what he says now, it's very important, guys. If at the top things are not going well, there is corruption, there is bribe, there is all these things that are happening, there is no way at the bottom is going to be okay. There is no way at the top it's rotten and then at the bottom it's not rotten. There is no way. You have to fix at the top. And then the bottom part is going to be very easy to fix, because some of them, I think also there are people who are actually bold to say, when maybe they are asking you for a bribe and then you tell them, why are you asking me a bribe? This is corruption. They will tell you straight, don't tell us about that. I hope your president has done worse than we did. Don't tell us. I'm just asking you 20 rand, It is because at the top, guys, let me tell you something. There is someone who said one day that followers, they don't follow what you say, they follow what you do. Okay? If you look at this corruption, it started long time ago. Okay. And the reason why there was corruption, the reason why that lady, that guy, that what, took that bribe, that one did that corruption at the bottom, it was because it was happening at the top. You know, it started from the top and then it came down. Right? Why? Because it started at the top. And if at the top it's bad, it's going to be bad everywhere. You know, so it's very important that we understand that. The reason why we find, and you might take it for granted and say, it's people's decisions. You know, a person decides by himself or by herself that he wants bribe. No, it is because there is this air, this negative air of corruption and bribing that is happening, that end up affecting people. You know, we all know about the officers. You know, it has been happening for a long time, especially the traffics when they stop you there, and then you end up taking out some cold drink, man. Started long time ago, and it is corruption at the top. It started long time ago. It's just that it was not exposed, you know, and all of it. So I don't know, guys, but our country, we need help, a lot of help, you know. And I think if we change the leadership somehow, I don't know how, and I don't know who to take over, because when I look at these parties, guys, I am very skeptical about all of them. You know, all of them. I'm very skeptical. I'm very, very, very skeptical. Because when I think about the ANC now, they have proven themselves late that now. And when I think of the DA, there is no one I think who wants the DA to take over. When it comes to a EFF, I don't know. I'm sort of with the EFF, you know. Maybe president, yeah, but the other things I don't know, guys, you know. But if it happens, I can give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they might come up with something better. I don't know. That is why in South African politics, I think we came to a point where whatever happens, happens. Whoever comes on in power comes in power, and then we will just see. Because honestly, guys, I'm sorry. If you are able to trust people, it's okay. If you are able to trust people, that's your business. It's okay. As you can see, Malema actually said it in the press conference. You know, people, you can't trust people 100%, guys. You don't do that. People will disappoint you. Okay. Anyway, I hope you liked the video, guys. Please share, subscribe, and thank you, guys, for doing what? For liking and also for subscribing. You have a good day, guys. See you next time. Sharp, sharp.